Excuse me. No mogging tentacle Jett in the chat, please. Thank you.
I said no. Look at that. Look at that. I said none of this. What? I gotta look at this. I turned my head and it's just in my face. Fuck y'all doing? Hello everybody. Color. First time. Or first in the chat even before stream. And then P-Dude coming up shortly after it. Hello, hello, Stella. Color Maniac. Hi, hi, hi. Again, Saribot, of course. Ravenbrand, welcome in. Gary the Goat, thank you for making a sacrifice to Stella, Gary. Shan, hey, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Please do not do the tentacle mog Jett thing. Chat is a bunch of sillies and they always break the rules. Do not be like them. Why is he always looking up at opens up stream by looking disappointed? Because do you see what I'm opening stream to? Do you see what the stream starts with? How else am I supposed to look at you? Hello, everybody. Camera's a little low. Oh, I've had a day. It has been quite the day, but we are going to press on, and we're going to play a little bit of Scarlet Hollow. He actually liked it. No, he doesn't. So we are Shan, don't believe color. We are going to be playing Scarlet Hollow as Jett Black. If you haven't seen the first 4 episodes, they are on the VODs channel on YouTube, but I will also be giving just a little bit of a premise to what this game is, as well as the game will give like a recap of what's happened. So basically, this game is like an eldritch horror, choose your own adventure, dating sim, mystery game. It's a visual novel. And essentially, when it comes to the characters, I give the characters all little voices. I'm going to be pretty much narrating everything, including Jett's thoughts. At which point it'll sound like this. And, yeah. I can't remember exactly who I was going after as Jett. I think it might have been Stella, which is funny because Stella. Jett is cheating on Kiki in this game. I mean, it's an alternate universe, right? Thank God. Color Maniac. I have a color migraine today, and this feels like a good game to migraine to. It is a very chill game. It's going to be a very chill stream. Just as a heads up, get cozy, get some nice drinks, and I suppose, there we are. I suppose we can just get on to it. So, Jett has the, oh wait, it's page 3. Jett Black. So Jett has the keen eye and street smart. So I have some other I've played this episode before. I have some other save files, but I have not played it as Jett. The whole thing about playing it as Jett is he makes decisions that I wouldn't. But he has the keen eye and the street smart buffs. Don't leave Raven. Stella! You're leaving Raven in charge? Okay, you know what? Actually, given the options that are here, can't leave Grim in charge. Color is a menace. P-Dude, I don't think has the required qualifications for it. Oh, Pinky just got here. Pinky is technically the new streamer, you know, as we talked about in the Discord. So, Raven, I mean, I would have said that Pinky's in charge. Pink Fangs. Look at me. Look at me in the eyes and ask that question again. Look me in the eyes and ask what about me again, all right? I know you're my... That's the point. Stella left me in charge, Pinky. Look at me charging in. I'm qualified. Shan, You know what? Simply by virtue of you not being here to usually terrorize me, I think you're going to be in charge. Raven, I'm stripping your rank. I'm giving it to Shan Shan. Shan Shan's in charge. Shan Shan, the only qualifications for the job is you're not allowed to talk about butter. No talking about butter. You're not allowed to put the Mog Tentacle Jett in chat. Okay? And you have to agree that water by itself does not have any flavor, okay? You're telling Stella. Stella is literally behind my monitor right now. Stella's cracking up at me saying all this. Stella thinks it's funny. I love butter. God, don't ask for a lot. Look, you can love butter. Just don't talk about it, okay? You can love it. You know what? I'm not gonna judge you on love it. Just no mention of butter. All right, everybody. Water is wet air. Yeah, kinda. It's air with hydrogen. Shan is qualified by butter lovage. Good start, says Color Maniac. How'd the house inspection go? Oh yeah, let me update y'all on that. So, the house inspection was good. For an old house built in like the 30s, it actually had very little actually wrong with it. The biggest thing on it is that there's a little bit of a leakage in the water line below the bathroom. The water comes out as orange for the first like 10 to 30 seconds running it, and the toilet wasn't flushing properly. So we sent those things back to the seller, and we're like, these are the things that need fixed. The seller can now send us back something saying, I'm only going to fix this, and then we can decide whether or not we want to continue it. All the plumbing's bad. So as far as the leaky line, it was really just a drip, probably just needs tightened. The orange water, it could be one of two things. It could be a pipe has some rust in it because it was a galvanized pipe, and the water is always going to do that. Or it could simply be that the house has remained unused for so long that the water, like any little bit of rust has built up, and it just won't be out of the system for like a few days of regular use. That's what happened to my dad's house when he bought it. And then the toilet not working is just kind of, that needs to be solved. Like, we can deal with everything else, especially with my background in construction, but we cannot deal with a toilet that it does not work. My friend got a new roof out of doing that. Yeah, the roof. So the inspection actually revealed like the roof was great. Like they said that the roof, especially for it being an older house, they were shocked by how good the roof looked. So that's a plus. There was only like 2 shingles or something that was slightly peeled upwards, and the rest were completely flat. There's a little beam underneath that is slightly sunk, and really all we got to do for that is take a jack to like flatten it up, and then use some like I can't remember what they're called. They're like steel joints that you screw into the board. So yes, essentially, so long as the seller will fix the toilet and preferably the other things, we're pretty much guaranteed getting the house. So that's exciting. And I talked to my leasing company today, and they are going to put my security deposit that I made when I moved into this place towards this month's rent. So I will basically not have to pay rent this month, only like a couple $100s or something. So that's going to be a lot more money in our pocket. So really good stuff. Hey, Colt, welcome in. 3-stream streak. Nut bucket sunk the jacked ceiling. You know, I went to go big there to like stare at you. I forgot I was already big, so I just did a little stare at you. But that's kind of more appropriate because I'm just like a little like, you know, a little disappointed. One on each. Oh god, I thought you were gonna say there were just 2 shingles. No, 1 on each side. Why does that feel jet coded? Yeah, no, you're right. It kind of does. He sees a house. Hey, I mean, at least it's got 2 shingles, right? Can I ask where the house is? I am located in Tennessee. So it's in Tennessee. But yeah, I worked construction for a couple of years. Shan, since you're now, I'm not gonna pretend to not know who you are because I watch Milton's stream. It's good to have you in the chat. But I live in Tennessee. I'm pretty open about that. And I worked in construction for a few years, so I know kind of what like old shitty houses can look like. God damn, this one actually looked pretty good. The panel, I was an electrician. Oh, the breaker panel. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Chef's kiss. That shit was done right. Can I ask the address? You can certainly ask it. Doesn't mean I'm going to give it to you. The air conditioning? Okay, color. Oh, thank you for mentioning that. So, to give some context to anyone watching, our current house's air conditioning just doesn't fucking work. We bought a $500 air conditioning unit that we use to make it livable in here. Very. And got hard over the panel. Shut up. I read that message. I was like, what does that mean? I see what you're meaning now. Shut up. I did not. Look, when you see those good wires, when you see some curvaceous wires, right? Like bound in there, but anyway, the AC has not worked. I looked over the monitor and Stella's just glaring at me. I went to the inspection, which was at about 11 a.m. And streamer, please stop. Oh, about the wires. I went to the inspection. It was about 11 a.m. I walked in the house. It was cool. It was cool air. It was like when you walk into Walmart on a hot day. I was so happy. God damn it, this fucking green screen. Quit being a bitch. I need to get a bigger one or a better frame for it or something. Stella jealous over some wires is crazy. They got you pinned, Stella. Stupid green screen. I am a professional, I promise. We never have technical issues here. Welcome in, Red. Oh, I can start stream now. Okay, guys, Red's here. We can start stream. So, but yes, thank you for asking about the house. It looks very promising, so long as the seller will fix the toilet. That is kind of our only caveat. What is this game? It is a visual novel, eldritch horror dating simulator, that I am role-playing Jet Black in. Hope that clears things up. Oh yeah, it's by the same creators as Slay the Princess, not Scare the Princess. All right, we are going to do the recap. I think it is supposed to be this quiet. I think it'll get louder. Although it's giving me this one. I feel like this is the intro sequence, not a recap. Oh wait, no, this is the end of chapter 4, I think. Perhaps, mayhaps. We'll see. Music reminds you of Red Dead. Yeah, it's got a nice little acoustic feeling to it. Llama. Must be here for a bit. No problem, Shan Shan. Oh, and congratulations on the baby, and we look forward to seeing you. Thank you so much for stopping by. You have a fantastic rest of your day. Llama. Plays after the start of chapter 1. Why would it be giving me this then for Jet? Okay, hold on. Oh, it's the end of episode 1? Nope, I've played through 4 episodes as Jet. Bro, what? Are my Jet saves on your Steam, Stella? My Jet saves on your Steam account? No, hold on. My Jet saves might be on Stella's account. It's always something, man. It's always something. Wait, what was Raven saying? The entire string is sometimes a technical issue. I hate that you called it. I hate that you foreshadowed. Cannot wait to make fun of me for this fumble. Why specifically Thanksgiving? Are we all meeting for Thanksgiving or something? Is this the making it work convention that I wasn't aware of? That wasn't my jokey joke. What was? Can't wait for the character to say, "Oh my God, Jett, is your butter frozen, or are you just happy to see me?" Yeah. Yep. Yeah, in the crawl space. Oh yeah, fair. Making it turkey. Sometimes I think y'all just say shit. Like sometimes I think y'all like things just pop in your head and you're like, is it on your account, Stel? I can log into your account. If it's not on your account, we're gonna have a problem. I could simply speed run it. I did not say we were all... You have the Jett Black Thursday save. Okay, can I just log into your Discord then? Can I just do a quick little loggy into your Discord? Okay. One moment. We could start fresh. I've already played through the game as Jett. Not much has changed since I did. I don't think. Hold on. Nope, calm down. I mean, I guess we could start it again. It was October of last year. Has a lot changed since October of last year? Okay, fine. I guess we're starting over, chat. All right. We'll start over. I guess that makes the most sense. You've arrived since October. I meant in the game. Not in stream. All right. Because they update this game pretty often. I might turn the music up a little bit. Preferences. All right. Well, we're going to start a new game then. My name is Jett Black. I live in the city of Los Santos. Actually, I think this time, I did Los Santos last time. I'll do Vice City this time. Because I might have opportunity to give you guys little peeks of lore. I am a he-hip. I am street smart with keen eye. So, just as a quick, for anyone who might want to play it, these are the traits that you can choose. You can choose 2 of them on normal mode, 3 of them on hardcore mode. Powerful Bill essentially just makes you like a muscle head. Like any physical thing is just not a problem for you. Mystical lets you like understand the magic of certain situations. Talk to animals is very self-explanatory. You can talk to animals. Street smart, you're good at lying, you're a fast talker, and you can read people well, and you're good at like picking locks and getting into places. Keen eye is you're observant with a knack for picking up small details, and you're empathetic. Book smart, you're very knowledgeable about like things that you could learn about, like things in history and stuff. And hot is just everyone immediately likes you. When we first made Jett, we were trying, keen eye was a definitive. We were trying to decide whether we were going to do street smart or hot. And we went with street smart, and I think that was the better choice. None of these are very Jett coded. Excuse me. Keen eye is literally Jett. He has a peen eye? No. So help me, Jett. What are you talking about? If he starts fresh and makes Jett marry Kiki or something, I'm unsubbing. Okay. Let's get in it.
I jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. I feel like I'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here I am, awake again, and still exhausted. For a moment, I'm hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as my mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. I wouldn't normally find myself traveling like this, but my cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl Ann Scarlet, my cousin's mother and my aunt, seemed like something I shouldn't ignore, even considering my own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of my long journey is in sight. I'm almost in Scarlet Hollow.
Calm down, bitch!
So anyway, as I was saying...
Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to me for the past 5 hours, talking at me without pause. I'm not sure if he even stopped when I started to doze off. At first I thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago.
Okay, hold on. The music is a little loud now. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you know, teen stuff. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year. So it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me. Like, for real, and geez, you ever get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? Smile and pretend he didn't just say that.
I smile and pretend he did not just say that.
I knew you'd get me. We understand each other. Somebody trying to break your heart, that changes a person. Makes them want to do things they never thought they'd want to do. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there.
You were so worked up by the thought of losing her that you threatened to kill her. But now that she's giving birth to a child you created together, you're planning on running off? Even if you love her, think about whether that love is strong enough that you'd be able to handle raising a kid together. Think about how your actions are going to impact his life, and whether removing yourself would be better for him in the long run.
Yeah. Good stuff to think about. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed?
Yeah, Scarlet Hollow.
Oh, the holler, huh? That's what they call the hollows up in the mountains, you know. I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the holler, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I look back at chat. Kill that guy, please. Bro, if I were that chick, I'd kill him. I never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. Haven't heard from them in a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook. How they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. Jett talking to an unhinged guy on the bus. The guy mentioned wanting to kill his baby mama. True.
He looks back at the phone, for once focused on something other than me.
Yeah, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you.
The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting me a dripping bag of peanuts.
They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore.
I put my hand up to say no. I'm not really hungry.
There's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal, assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have them on hand.
The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in the peanut brine.
And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Out of curiosity, by the way, is the echoey voice like working and doing well and stuff? One sec. Good. I'm glad it's working.
And just like that, I'm alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from me. Maybe I can finally get some sleep.
Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line.
Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop. Its brakes squealing as it deposits me in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though, for a small town like this, I'm amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the door behind me and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave me and this place behind.
Thank you. I saw the megaphone button and I was like, oh, hell yeah, that'll work. Hey, Jet Black.
I instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's my cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Tabitha. Yes, great. Thank you. This does look like Kiki. Well, she is not a dating option because she is our cousin, so. Let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to.
My cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. I follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car we're in and the road we're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road.
So, when I choose a dialogue option labeled Explore, it can usually be taken without advancing the story. It's just like if you're able to get more information, or if you affect your relationship with someone in certain ways.
How are you holding up?
Fine.
Are you sure? You seem tense.
You know you can talk to me, right? I went through something similar when my own mom passed.
She tenses up even more at the mention of my mom before letting out a heavy sigh. Maybe it's a sore spot for her. I quickly apologize. I'm sorry. I know that's probably not what you're looking to hear right now.
Kiki's always tense. Not enough wrinkles. She's not a dating option. She's his cousin, as if that stopped Jett on Chase RP. Okay, listen. That's under the spurious star, you fucks. Not blood. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine. Really.
So, the funeral, it's on Sunday, right?
Yep. Like I told you.
Well, since I'm here, do you need any help planning? I know this stuff isn't easy.
It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Her brother, uncle, cousin, Jet Black under the spurious star. If that was me, I would have been deterred. Look, we didn't know. So look, okay, real quick, lore mention on the Chase RP thing. I met the spurious star separately from Kiki, and I called them parents because Jet's 40 and they're like in their 70s. So I was like, okay, you know, that's a pretty good parental thing. Kiki called them grandparents just because they're old, I guess, and Kiki likes to pretend she's young. So in that way, Jet's like the dad, Kiki's dad in that regard, or at least like uncle. But it's all bullshit. It's just what we called him.
I can't believe we've never actually met before this.
You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess.
Is there bad blood between us? You don't know me, and I don't know what my mom's problem was with this side of the family. My cousin stares straight ahead, her expression icy.
I'm not doing the dead mom's club. It's not Jett.
I decide to sit in silence with my cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on me, someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. My mother told me about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words.
I hope their wedding invitation says join us for the spurious marriage of Kiki Chanel and her brother, uncle, cousin, fiance, co-worker, Jet Black. Amazing.
The faded majesty I once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of me. As I stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, I can't help but feel it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago.
Yeah, all the art in this game is choice.
I'm hit with a blast of dusty air as I step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than I've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. I can hear doors creak on their hinges, and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind.
Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Hey, here's one of those nice lies that Jett would do.
It's beautiful. I don't think I've ever been in a building that feels as powerful as this. I'm lying through my teeth, but Tabitha doesn't need to know that. In fact, not only does she not need to know that I'm lying, but she won't know, ever. I'm a very good liar.
It is. The estate was the prize jewel of this region for a long time. It's quite a magnificent piece of architecture, even now. It helps that Chris gets into it like this too. Aw, thank you. I adore the other games, chapter 1, demo. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I really enjoy doing the voices and stuff. And it helps that I've done it for like 5 different playthroughs. Shall we take our tour? Follow me.
I put my bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and I do my best to trace her steps.
Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. See, this is one of those things where I don't think Jett would say, I've always dreamed of having a kitchen like this. Like, that's a bit too much.
It's nice.
It's a kitchen.
I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries?
Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I wouldn't be going with you.
Sweet. Thanks.
Cool. Good talk.
All right, what's next on the tour?
Bathroom. Follow me.
Great. It's been hours since I've gone. As the two of us leave the kitchen, I pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop.
Remember when Chris said he was boring? He really has no clue. He's fantastic at what he does. You should listen. You're trying to make me emotional then. Also, I said Jett's boring because he's a civ. But I appreciate that neither of those are true in your mind. Thank you. I love you.
Is that your cat? What's its name?
Frou-Frou. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know.
I decide to follow Tabitha's advice.
Shall we move on? Oh, I didn't do the cave. My bad. The bathroom awaits.
I once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces. But for the time being, I feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors.
Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must.
It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Who exactly uses this bathroom?
Guests.
Bugs skitter from the bowl as I lift the seat. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but my business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. I do what I must and rejoin my cousin out in the hall.
Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. She couldn't even clean the bathroom ahead of time, SMH. Oh, just wait. Yeah, marshmallows readily available, and you can just, like, bonk one off his forehead. That'd be sick. I'd love some marshmallows right now.
Tabitha and I briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room.
This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty.
What's with all the boxes?
Old family stuff.
Okay, I won't press you on it.
Great. Thanks. Hmm.
Yeah, who used to sleep here?
When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here. Needs more boofing supplies and sex toys. Kiki coded. I mean, the not cleaning, yeah. But I don't. You know, I'm not gonna say there's sex toys, but there is something else that's pretty Kiki coded. I'm not gonna lie. And you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedroom being slept in.
Well, this is incredible. How'd you know how much I love cherubs? That chest is to die for.
I'm surprised to see that you have discerning taste. Every last piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations.
I guess I'll start to get settled.
Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths, some right away and others down the line.
You know, we don't have to inherit our parents' bad blood. We can start fresh, now that it's just us.
Okay. I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here. You haven't done anything wrong. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. That is the best reaction you can get to this situation. She will either say this or she'll say, but you haven't exactly been easy either if you're a dick to her, or, but you're just being way too nice. It's off-putting. This is the best reaction. Go, Jett. Jett wouldn't use the term sex toy, so it's actually sex toys. It's Fran, isn't it? Oh, no. Oh, that's funny. Please just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do.
What kind of work do you do?
I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long.
Can I come watch?
What? No. The mine is dangerous. I can't babysit you and do my job. My goodness. Raina angry. Isn't it a very funny thing to say? Isn't it a very funny thing to say? That's what I was saying, Stell.
That sounds pretty impressive and exciting. Good for you.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think of it as exciting in the same way I don't think of cleaning a toilet or painting a wall as exciting. It's a task. One of those tasks could use more doing.
Hey, seems like a good way to look at a job. Instead of convincing yourself you have to be doing the thing you love the most, it's okay to just have a job.
Yeah, exactly. Would I rather be doing something else with my life? Maybe, but I know I had to take over the company, so why think about that other stuff I could be doing?
Well, what am I supposed to do while you're gone?
There's a very demanding job I should be getting back to right now that doesn't include figuring out activities for you to occupy your time with. I'm not your babysitter. Why don't you, I don't know, go walk around in town or something until you get tired? Oh, the smile! The smile! She did the smile, Stella! There are historic buildings to look at. I'm sure you'll have a great time.
All right, I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back.
We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week.
My cousin leaves through the front door, and now it's just me. Me and this sprawling, decrepit estate. I haven't had anything to eat all day. The only things louder than my stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly what I need to take on the rest of the day. I head to the kitchen.
That's a Kiki smile for sure. Oh, hey, welcome in, Scottish Twat. Welcome in. We're playing a little bit of Scarlet Hollow. It is a visual novel. And I'm narrating all of it, just so you know.
I'm back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of my stomach outweigh my fear of food poisoning. To get started, I'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. The cat hisses as I draw near, but remains firmly in place. This is clearly Frou-Frou's spot on the counter. I back away from Frou-Frou, trying not to make any sudden movements. As I approach the fridge, my eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." I open the fridge. I already feel a deep urge to wash my hands, even though I have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Why did I do that? What was I expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. I can't even tell what it used to be.
Yes, Scarlet Hollow is from the same people that make Slay the Princess. It's Black Tabby Games.
This substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. My body reacts before I even register what I'm doing, compelled by a deep, primal disgust. I shove the container back in the fridge, pushing it into the depths of the shelves and out of my mind. Hopefully I can forget it exists and move on with my life. I know I probably shouldn't, but a part of me has to know how old that mayonnaise is. I pick up the jar, its label flaking in my hand. It expired 10 years ago. This jar of mayonnaise is old enough to graduate the 5th grade. Best to put it back and forget I ever saw it. I reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. I breathe a sigh of relief when I realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for me, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All I need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close this fridge and keep looking.
Not grabbing the ice cream. I'm about to eat dinner. Why did you have to point it out, Stella? Why did you have to point it out? I was specifically not commenting on it. God fucking damn it.
I return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind me. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. I squint into the darkness of the pantry. Behind the molded bread, a single book lies forgotten, a thin layer of dust collected on its cover. I pick it up. I flip to the bookmarked page. Both calf's brain and aspic are unappetizing enough on their own, and I can only imagine how vile the combination of the two would be. What kind of person would call this their favorite food? No wonder my mom ran far, far away from this place.
I'm going to make PB&J now. Thanks, Jett. They'll point it out because they're a meme lord and they love us. I love this says Teddy's favorite. Serve on toast or with plain crackers.
I shut the book and put it back in its place. I pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. All I need now is a plate, a knife, and some peanut butter. The king of nut butters. Only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. The only thing I need now are a plate and knife. I pick up a box of Tabitha's mac and cheese. I can't say I've ever seen the brand before. Staying away from the mac and cheese was one of my cousin's hard rules, and she already seems to not like me. I put the box back where I found it, reluctant to make things worse than they already are. I close the pantry door as best I can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware and, oddly enough, the utensils. I grab a plate and a butter knife. This is the last ingredient I needed to make my PB&J. Time to get to work. It reads, I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina, so my aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Maybe I can route my return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see local sights before heading home. It reads, I survived Deb's 50th. My aunt's name was Pearl Ann, so this wasn't from her 50th.
North Carolina mention, let's go! The king of nut butter, no, that'd be Kiki. That's fucking disgusting, Raven.
Maybe it belongs to Janie. I imagine she might need an alcoholic beverage to get through cleaning this place, especially with Tabitha's sour face peering over her shoulder. I close the cabinet and look back to the rest of the kitchen. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, I have successfully combined my 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations, me. I can feed myself. A job well done. All of that hassle, and it took me less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of me. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop me from venturing deeper? I wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. I head back inside and close the door behind me.
Welcome back, Pinky. You stop that, Jett. You stop that mocking Jett with tentacles.
Congratulations, me. I've eaten and have a full day ahead of me. What do I want to do next? Now that I've finally eaten, the aches and pains of my journey have started to sink deep into my bones. I stumble up the stairs to my room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before I face the rest of the day. I stand at the entrance to my room. I drag my suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within it. It is quiet but angry. The poor thing looks cold in there, I think to myself. I lay my clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. It closes its mouth, somewhat more at ease than before, and looks up at me with its shiny black eyes. I close the drawer, satisfied with myself for a job well done.
Okay, just to let you know, because I'm probably not going to play this again, that possum has a name. If you have the Speak with Animals trait, you can learn the name.
I can see why my cousin said I should put my clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Of course I'm sharing a room with a creepy doll. I pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads, Property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with me. I close the closet behind me. I can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If I owned this place, I'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. I'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever I needed to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, I'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. Yeah. I definitely do that. Just not right now. This must be an older relative of mine, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her. Sorry, I've never heard of her. But I've barely heard anything about my aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe I could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet next time I see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. I immediately collapse into the bed. I'm tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop me from passing out. Or so I thought. I cough as a small cloud of dust rises up from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. I try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places, and I can feel the springs pressing through the fabric. I might be tired, but I'm far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping.
Does Jett canonically like animals? He does. He does. My God, he's marrying Kiki. That is fucking funny. That should have been self-explanatory.
It doesn't seem like there's much else for me to do here right now.
So, in this playthrough, I really have to think of things Jett would do, okay? And I know what can come of this top option. And I know that because I have Street Smart, I can do that top option. But I don't think Jett would. I think Jett is very courteous. And Tabitha said, do not go in there. At least for now. There will be an opportunity in the future where he will have more reason to, but I'm going to wait for that opportunity.
Now that I'm settled in, there's not much left for me to do here other than head out and explore the town. I do just that. If I'd have known I'd wind up having to walk all the way back down to town, I probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave me at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to be to see me. If only I could wipe the slate between the two of us, clean and...
Sorry, is that a typo? Oh, I see.
If only I could wipe the slate between the two of us clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. It's really pretty out here. Finally, I made it back to town. The hauler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age.
Fun fact, this is pretty much where I grew up. I grew up in a hauler-type town in West Virginia. He would let Lore check it out, yeah. Reality is he's too scared making Lore check it out. He doesn't pee himself in beer, damn.
A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and I shudder, suddenly feeling as if I'm peering into a grave.
Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc.
Tell me more about this wonderful creature.
Gladly. Her favorite food is Cheese Whiz, her favorite toy is an old sock I sewed to look like a squirrel, and her favorite show is Murder, She Wrote. Sometimes I leave it on in the background while I'm working to give her something to do. She'll actually sit in her little bed and watch it, like an old lady with her programs. It's me, says Grim. I still live in that holler town. We had 2 different childhoods then. It was all up in the city, riding trains and shit. Yeah. Pink Fangs is still in that holler town. P-Dude hates cheese. What the fuck? But where are my manners? Talking to you for this long without introducing myself. I'm Stella. Not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral?
Hi, my name is Jett Black. I'm the host of the Hard Facts with Jett Black and CEO of JBTV News.
You must be Tabby's cousin, right? You're not Stella, you liar. We have Stella. That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all alone up in that big house.
I'm sorry, did you just say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so...
Cute? She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay.
I don't think she's doing too well. She's been icy, sure, but it feels like she's putting it on as a front.
She's always been a little rough around the edges, to be honest. It's always been hard to tell if that's just the way she is or if she's been putting on an act her whole life. To think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself.
How long have you known her?
Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody's known everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck, and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. Oh, if you just got into town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. All right, Jett. So, I could see Jett accepting this or declining it. Do you want to go to the diner? Or do you want to wander around town for a little bit? I want to give you guys just a little bit of agency in this. Do you want to go to the diner and try these biscuits and meet the people there, or would you rather wander around the town for a little bit and possibly meet someone else? Jett needs to eat Stella's biscuit immediately. Why'd you word it like that? Well, why'd you have to word it like that? They're your husband, dad. Wait, what? You were also Stella's husband. I was about to be like, Stella's my husband, Pinky, but then I remembered, so it's fine. Yes, go eat the biscuit. All right.
Biscuits? Your treat? Hell yeah.
Awesome. Let's go. Oh, goodbye.
The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Hey everyone, I'm Jett Black, host of the Hard Facts with Jett Black and CEO of JBTV News. Just in town for the funeral. Before anyone can respond, Stella and I casually slide into a booth, pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a sideshow attraction.
Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Folks around here don't meet many strangers as is. And with who you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a while.
As I settle into the booth, I can't help but pick up some of the murmurs of the conversation around me. Stella turns to Gretchen while I take a quick look around the diner. At the counter, two policemen and a woman I assume to be the owner shoot sidelong glances in my direction while whispering to each other.
Vivian's kid. Never thought we'd actually meet him. Looks so much like her. Oh yes, those eyes are unmistakable. That haunted look. I always thought it'd go away once she finally got out of this town, but I guess unhappiness was baked into her DNA. Mm-hmm.
A young mother and her syrup-stained child sit at the table across from me.
Mommy, who is that? Don't stare, Tulip. That's Miss Tabitha's cousin. Oh, so that's why he looks so sad. I would look sad too if I had to have Miss Tabitha as a cousin. Do you think Tabitha's cousin is mean too? I don't know. I'll find out next time I go to visit Miss Tabitha. Are you gonna finish your pancakes? They're almost cold, Sweet Pea, and we've got to get home to help Daddy.
In the far back corner, a man sits alone at a small table, sipping coffee and reading a paper.
Ugh. Why are the strangers who wander into town never gorgeous blonde ladies? Shut up. Shut up. Shopify. Of an appropriate age. Why is it always coal boys, punks, and whippersnappers?
Lastly, a group of coal miners sit hunched around the corner booth, readily scarfing down heaping plates of food.
So that's the boss's cousin. There's that funeral this week, if I'm remembering right, for old Miss Pearl Ann.
May she rot in peace.
Oh. Shit, that was Zax. Oh, let the lady rest, Zax. One shouldn't speak ill of the dead, no matter how foul they were, specifically before they've been so much as lain to rest. If you'd been around in her heyday, you'd be speaking ill too, Rodriguez. He's right. Nastiest woman I ever met, and that Tabitha's a blessing compared to her. Curse the whole lot of them. May every Scarlet burn in hell.
That's enough of that.
Hey, Stella! I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee.
They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella.
And here's some bacon for the little lady.
Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in.
Oh yeah, I can hit H. Look at the dog eating the bacon. Just passes out in embarrassment. Nah, I mean, why is it every time I don't pay attention to chat for a minute, I look back, it's butter. It always circles back to butter. Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today.
Yeah, isn't bacon bad for dogs?
The dogs love bacon. Can't say no to a face like that. Gretchen's like one of those 110-year-old ladies who's had a daily glass of wine her whole life. So why stop now? Maybe it's been the secret to her longevity. Anyways, don't worry. I always keep an eye on her diet. I gotta go in a sec. Want anything while I'm still here?
Could I have a biscuit and a coffee, please? I heard they were really good.
Best in the county.
Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of me. They linger after pouring my coffee, turning to me nervously.
Oh, and sorry for your loss.
Before I have the chance to respond, they're gone.
I was literally worried about the bacon. That's funny. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion.
Is the potluck like a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member?
No. The Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest.
Isn't this, like, rural South? That's gotta be, unusual.
I know. We must seem like such heathens. But there are plenty of God-fearing folks in town. They just aren't the biggest fans of the local church. Well, the building's okay, but the pastor's another story. There's just something a little off about the guy. A little creepy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you'll want to kill time for the rest of the week? I feel like next time Chris streams GTRP, he should just zoom in and narrate Jett's thoughts randomly throughout. So, fun fact, I used to do that. I did that for a while. When it was a little bit more quiet in the chat, anytime there was just a lull, I would just be like rambling as Jett. Most passers. Damn, what? Who said that? Must have been the wind. Do you have something in mind? Something tells me this is a loaded question. Was I being that obvious? My job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with a camera, and it's always better when someone else is there to...
Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow.
Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house. She sends her condolences.
Thanks, Avery. It looks great. I pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at my touch. Some kind of warmth emanates from its surface. Some kind. I don't know what kind. It's just some warmth that's emanating from the biscuit. I take a bite. It melts.
I look back at chat. Say it.
It melts in my mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough.
Sometimes I feel life is playing a trick on me. I forgot about this.
Truly, this is the perfect biscuit.
Don't say it really is, Jett. Nut. I didn't hear the nut. Did y'all hear the nut? I didn't hear the nut. Hold up. Why is my nut not working? Sound alerts. Why are you being dumb, sound alerts? Are you muted? Oh, you're muted. That's why. Okay, I fixed it. I don't know why sound alerts was muted. There you go.
Nut.
There's your nut.
Whoa, this is a really good biscuit. Wow.
I'm so glad you like it.
Avery lingers at the table for a moment.
So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Ah, I'm a YouTuber. You and everyone else. Hey guys, it's me.
What kind of videos do you do?
She hunts cryptids. You should really check out her channel, Jet Black. It's amazing. I think Stella pointed this out last time we were playing. It is very funny that because I set my name as Jet Black, everyone calls me Jet Black in the game, which is kind of true of how they regard me on GTA. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. You know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River. And that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera.
Stella pulls out her phone and shows me a clip of something in a river. Despite the shaky camera footage, I can clearly make out the shape of the creature's head and its relative body proportions. I'm pretty sure it's a cat, and a big one at that.
Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara, but that must have escaped, or a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the only one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes.
It looks like a big cat. See, it's got those little kitty cat ears right there.
Maybe it's a mountain lion. Nope, no way. It is absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found Jack's squat. And there's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water. And the body is too long. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along? It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. Interesting. Tell me more. Kiki's the one. It's probably just Kiki, Stella. Wait. First name's only, but it's fun when it's first left. Oh yeah, Jett. I mean, that's how Jett always introduces himself. He never just says, "My name is Jett." He goes, "My name is Jett Black." Well, it's kind of like Bigfoot, only smellier. Isn't that just Kiki? Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck, playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So, what do you say? Want to tag along? Why did it nut again? Why does it keep muting sound alerts? Hold on. Something's not right with this. My sound alerts keep getting muted. That's very strange. Hey! Uh-oh. Well, I'm sorry about this, Crow Sundervane. I have to nut just as you enter. Welcome in! Glad to see you in here. It got muted again, Stella. I don't know what that's about. Welcome in, Crow Sundervane. Hope you have a fantastic time. We're playing a little bit of Scarlet Hollow. Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing.
Absolutely. I'd love to come along.
That's great. It's been a while since I've had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. This is going to be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll kind of be like a blast from the past. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his cave, if he's up for it. You mind if I make a quick call?
Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings.
Does this take place in buttfuck nowhere in WV? Pretty much. Casper, welcome in. Hordes of Hades first, but I'm here now. Are you talking about the heat? Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. You want me to come by, or? Okay, if you're really sure. But if you change your mind. Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. He's Tabitha's cousin. I know. Yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for Skunk Ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man. That sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring him. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Looks like it's just you and me, pal.
Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Why?
He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folks in town are.
Is he okay?
He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, 10 years or so? But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious. You'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. That'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome. I'll make it happen. Enjoy your lurk, Pink Fangs. Enjoy your audiobook. See you in a big... Stella's gonna sacrifice Jett, confirmed. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down, since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountains before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand.
I pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression.
You know Jet's gonna be leaving a generous tip.
I reach into my pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. I know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but I might as well share the wealth while I've got it.
Who are we romancing? So, I'm going to try. How do I not spoil this? What can I say because Casper knows this game? What can I say to not spoil? She's got it going on.
I smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously.
Aw, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure.
Stella turns to leave the diner, with me following close behind. It hadn't been very cold when I first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and I see my situation with renewed clarity. I'm in a new place, far from civilization and the people I know, following someone I just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. I feel more alive than I've felt in years. I feel alive. The fall breeze passing through the leaves, the orange hue of the setting sun painting the horizon, the promise of excitement ahead. It's been a while since I felt this in the moment, this present. Since I hunted those wendigos, actually. The world around me feels almost magical. Were a mythical creature to actually manifest in front of me, it would fit perfectly in this world.
Enjoy the lyric, Graham. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes.
Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, the truth, that sort of thing?
Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old, abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. Realistic description of NC Tep. Crisp fall air. It would be nice. It'd be so nice. I want to believe in ghosts so bad. I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there were actually were-people out there who turn into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all that is just bunk, am I right?
What about aliens?
Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real.
See, that's just what the government wants you to think. It's easier for them to cover up their secret research programs if they trick everyone into thinking that aliens are behind abductions and UFO sightings and all that weird stuff.
Sure, the government does mess stuff up on the daily, but the way I see it, I have about as much control over them as I would over extraterrestrial beings. Oh, they does messed up. The government does messed up stuff, I see. So if I have no control over these things, I might as well choose to think it's been aliens all this time and let a little joy into my heart, you know? Besides, it's not like it matters which of us is right, or if either of us is right at all. I'll die one day, and so will you, and eventually there will be no one left who remembers us or what we did in our lifetimes.
Don't you try to disarm me with your nihilism.
Looks like I already did. Werewolf? More like werewolf.
It's a good one, Casper. Has anything ever bad happened on these hikes? You know, just curious.
Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff, but he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a week or two to heal. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks, who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain. So it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was that time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I'd barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here? Other than anything cryptid related, of course.
Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deers doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest thing. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage, with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. Deer eating baby birds? Yeah, that happens. Jett does almost get shot like all the time. A cryptid's gonna steal his other kidney. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir.
Let's move on.
Did you hear that?
Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt.
Phew, sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were
some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now what the hell are you looking for way out here?
skunk ape.
Sorry I asked. And who's this you suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick. You aren't... Is that...
Yep.
I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now both of y'all head on back to town, you hear? Best you steer clear of this... Well, clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and won't be too appreciative if a couple of fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife.
What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently?
Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond.
put that damned camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listen to any of it. Way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunga bungas or what have you. Oh, hold on. Your best friend went outside. Yeah, that happened. Like Chris watches it for entertainment. Look, I come from mountain folk. Deer's doing weird shit is like seeing a bird on your lawn, okay? Poor Kiki's getting shot tonight. Tetanus Lake reminds me of older anime Higurashi, which is some ball knowledge from my childhood of things I should not have been watching as a child. Deer do weird shit. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. Huh. I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. Ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting to my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple of school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a full face of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. Okay, we'll go home. What? Good. I'm glad you got some sense. Stella needs somebody like that around. But I've got to film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening, so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that'll mean for my career. No, Stella. We should leave. We should leave, and we shouldn't come back. I turn and wink at Stella as suddenly as I can. She immediately picks up what I'm putting down. All right, Duke, maybe you've got a point. Come on, Jet Black. Let's go back to town. Maybe my viewers won't be too angry with me. Glad to hear you're finally seeing some sense, Stella. You two run along now and stay safe. Well played, Jet Black. Really threw him off the trail by pretending we're going back to town. Now come on, I know we can loop around without him noticing. Yeah, we sure fooled him. Sorry if I was a bit much, but I wanted to seem convincing. You did great. He'll never suspect a thing. You don't have to worry about him finding us out here either. I've gone out tracking with Duke before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. I'm in Colorado, but I'm in a city pretty far from the mountains, so I never see deer. It's always really exciting when I get to see them, like saying hi to Whimsy. Jet's gonna let this old fuck talk to Sully like that? What a dork. Look, he has no place. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera?
She hands me the camera and takes position. It feels really weird being on this side of things.
As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Jet Black, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive, yet pungent, skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, This possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all around. Yeah. Get it together, Stella. Has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. It's not me. It's not me fucking up the line with Stella. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. Deer are cute enough as long as they stay away from me. I don't want I don't know why I can't talk. Deer are dumbasses, and I hate them. Another time I was camping and saw 3 or 4 deers just loafing about. I think part of me exploded because they were so cute. Once when I was in middle school, I got to take a class trip to Estes Park, which is a big deal for many reasons here. But at night, a bunch of us got to see 2 absolutely massive bucks fighting for a lady. That was actually pretty scary. Butter in my mouth? No. In the meantime, we get to take in all of this gorgeous scenery. It's breathtaking, and the air is so clean and fresh. I feel like I'm breathing for the first time. It is. I'm glad you came out here. Gretchen has no appreciation for beautiful mountain vistas, and it gets old saying, wow, into the empty expanse every time I come out here. It's nice to have someone to say wow with.
My quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. What was that?
No need to panic. Let's check it out.
As Stella and I hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone.
Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. Fucking same, Gretchen. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato. They don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they?
There was something wrong with that deer. Did you see its face?
Yeah, it looked kind of messed up, didn't it?
Why do you bring Gretchen out here with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion.
I actually found her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her, and I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. Kiki had to ruin the moment. That's fucking funny. I can hear P-Dude asking you to name that deer penis deer for the ball sack-like facial features. I think Gretchen would be P-Dude's favorite character. I'm just happy she's still so feisty, even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around the woods at 17. And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch?
Well, that got my heart rate up. I'm so ready for the hunt.
Same for me. How's about we take a quick snack break to fuel up, and then we get right into the night's activities? Gretchen is incredible, so yeah, valid choice. I miss the art of the deer. It's got big, bulbous pustules on its face.
As I settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks.
All right, chat, what do y'all want to eat? These are your options. Trail mix, snack bar, dried apricots, or the sesame sticks. No pretzel. Well, the trail mix has pretzel, possibly. Well, I don't see any pretzel. Doesn't look like pretzels are on the menu. I don't think we need a poll necessarily. Bro, me with the trail mix eating the M&Ms only. I adore animals so much. Always have, always will. Yeah. Pick out. All right, sounds like trail mix then. Classic choice. Never fails to satisfy. I like to mix my own to make sure it has the best stuff. Mostly M&Ms, and I left out the raisins. No one likes those anyway. I like raisins, Stella.
Stella and I settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over us. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being.
Okay, y'all can't see it. Y'all can't see it because of the chat. I'm gonna do something real quick. Pay attention. Wait, can you? Hold on. Yeah. I'm gonna do something real quick. Pay attention. You ready? You ready? Oh. So, tell me what it's like in Vice City. Do you have a house? An apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Did you actually miss it, or are you just being a shit? All right, I'm gonna do it quickly. Watch, 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 watch. Oh! Tell me what it's like to be jet black. I live in an internet cafe. I think that's about as close to the Life Invader building as you can. Either that or alone in... Oh, wait, no, this is in Vice City. Oh, Oh, I remember what that is. Is his first name Jet Black? His whole name is Jet Black. Did you see it? I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. And it's a mixed bag. At first, it was kind of nice to finally have a space that was just mine, but now it feels cramped. Feels like I'm stuck in a closet alone, and no one can come let me out because I chose this for myself. And as far as they know, I'm happy being there. The lights flicker, the toilet is constantly getting backed up because the landlady upstairs keeps flushing her cat's litter. It smells like cigarettes for some reason, and it's home to an extremely durable population of roaches. But I guess it's home. I do what I can to spruce up the place. I got a plant. You know how they say living things are supposed to brighten up a room. When you put it like that, I wonder if staying in that old mansion is a step up or a step down for you. Maybe just a step sideways? Have you tried looking for a different place, or maybe finding a roommate? There's gotta be something better out there for you. I hear you. I've been saving up for something better. Oh yeah? So, what do you do for a living? I could say streamer. Because there's not anything else that is... Like, I could say either I'd rather not say or I'm a streamer. Because technically, he does stream. Jet Black Scarlet sounds like someone trying really hard to be a dark romance novel love interest. In Vice City? Oh, shit, you're right. No, he'd rather not say. I'd rather not say. A stranger of great mystery, I see. That's fair enough. Not everyone's identity needs to be tied to how they make money. Yeah, this is... I gotta remember, this is Vice City... Like just at the end of Vice City, Jett.
A crisp breeze passes over me. I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. I scan the tree line and something catches my attention. For the shortest moment in time, my eyes meet with the eyes of someone or something else. And they're gone.
I think we're being watched. It might be Skunk Ape. Do your best to pretend it isn't watching us. We don't want to scare it off.
What about you? What's your story?
Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been.
Oh!
See, this is as insightful as I'd like Jett to be. Like, if I could be this insightful. Insightful. Imagining Jett being able to talk to the animals is actually hilarious. You can hear that pug snorting while chewing the stick. Yes.
I'm sorry about your parents, Stella.
It's all right. I've done my morning.
What were they like? Did you get along?
They were amazing. Two of the nicest people you'd ever meet. Interesting, too. My dad was a bit of a regional legend among hunters and trappers. Always out in the woods on the trail of something, and we certainly had some interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn how to fend for himself, since his family didn't have much growing up. He always made sure I had food, and that I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from a grocery store. I could make us a pretty good salad with just what's in this clearing if I had to, though it wouldn't exactly taste great. My mom was the local vet, the lady all the farms in the county knew to call if their animals were in need of something. Even the smallest mouse would get the proper care in her hands. I'm sure she's most of the reason Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. So yeah, those were my parents.
My mom died pretty recently, so I get it. It's alright if you ever need to talk about things.
Aw, thanks, Jet Black. That's really sweet of you. How are you holding up?
I'm okay, hanging in there. It was a long time coming, so it wasn't a surprise. I'd kind of come to terms with it by the time it actually happened. The newer sprites are really nice.
Jet, just so you know, if anything happens to Gretchen, I will be taking it out on the cult.
Damn, what'd the cult do? And it's not all bad. She doesn't have to be in pain anymore. That's a relief. Hospital bills are another story, though.
I can't even imagine how bad that must be. Just salt in the wound at that point. It's showtime.
I could hear all sorts of wildlife just a second ago, and now it's quiet.
You're right. Whatever made that sound is close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out.
Have a poll coming up? We do have a poll coming up. Stella and I inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As I approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush.
Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. Yoink. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out Skunk Ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it.
Right behind you.
Yes, thank you, Stell. There is some disturbing imagery ahead. If you need to look away, the coast is clear when you hear a vehicle. We'll say so in chat as well. It's disturbing in the sense of like it's not like necessarily gory, but it can be. Oh wait, they're
Dingle, dangle, dingle, dingle, jingle, jangle. It's okay. Look at the shiny.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Man, that works really well. I might have accidentally muted myself. It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Go through the previous dialogue. What is the last thing y'all heard? The gore thing? Okay. Okay.
I follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling me along by her leash.
And then she tripped and said, ow.
I went, are you okay?
She said, yeah, I'm all right. I just tripped on something weird. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. And then it clucks, and she's like, oh, Jesus, it's still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera. Yeah. I don't think there's much that can be done for at this point. Geez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Wait, you hear that?
Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go on home?
Birdie?
Birdie, oh no, what's happened to you, sweetheart?
Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her.
Jesus H. Christ. There's something really wrong with all the animals we've seen tonight. No goddamn shit. It's like some kind of plague. It better not be contagious. Duke, we saw the thing that got a hold of her.
Got it on camera, too. I don't know what it is yet. A gnome or something?
You know there ain't no such thing.
Gonna examine the kitchen. The kitchen? The chicken.
I stooped down to look at the chicken.
Don't let Gretchen get too close. She'll try and take a bite out of it if you don't stop her.
I hold Gretchen's leash close to my chest. She seems nervous, squirming slightly against her harness. Its poor little chicken eyes look up at me, glazed over but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of this chicken's concerns. Whatever got a hold of her busted her wing up too, little bastard.
Yeah, well, what a bastard.
Good God. At first I thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath.
She could still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop and she'll be right as rain in a couple of days. Happened to me once. There's not so much as a scar these days. I don't know. It kind of looks like there's something in there.
Looking more closely at the growth, I think I can see something worming inside. Having investigated to my heart's content, I step back and give the bird space.
Do you think she's become an egg? Raven, that is not free dinner. You do not need to eat this. This is bad. Like one of those things is going to pop out of her?
No, I refuse to entertain that notion. She ain't some kind of incubator. She just needs that thing drained. Maybe some antibiotics, that's all. Duke, I don't think it's a mountain lion that's been getting at your chickens.
Yeah, no shit. In all my years, I have never seen anything like this.
As Duke, Stella, and I take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around us, in fact. Gently at first, barely a whisper. But then, a guttural moan, and then another, and another, until suddenly I find myself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. Hey, do you guys hear that?
Yes, yes, I hear that.
She starts filming again.
Come on, Birdie, let's get you home.
As Duke scoops up the injured birdie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like we're all suddenly surrounded, the strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder.
What in the hell is that?
I feel a tightening in the leash, pulling at me from behind.
Don't you... God damn it. Don't you step another foot closer. I'll shoot. Don't think I won't.
The man hesitates, and the thing steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Birdie, tucked under Duke's arms. The leash is drawn fully taut, and then there is a sudden looseness. Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along with the din around us. Stella and I turn just in time to see another of the creatures slithering out from the bush. Gretchen's whines and barks reaching a fevered pitch as another creature's malformed hand grasps at her.
Oh my god. What's going on over there?
As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A pattern of unnatural feet, and then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence, as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded.
Shit! Shit! Get your grubby little hands off my bird! All right, chat. You can only save one. You must vote. Help Duke or help Gretchen. What? What? You gotta vote on the poll. You gotta vote on the poll. It's almost there. And it looks like it is going to be Gretchen with 4 votes. I know my choice because it's always the same. You can't vote. Well, even if you were going to vote for Duke Red, it still would have been Gretchen. Yes, definitely. There is a gore warning coming up. I will tell you when it's clear.
I dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. I manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there is a deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it's gone.
Duke? Gore warning right here. Oh my god. Oh my god. What do we do? Okay, first things first, I grab Gretchen. There. Step 1 is done. Gretchen is safe. Great. Okay. Step 2. What's step 2? Happen to me once in a way? I don't think so, P dude. Okay, for Jett lore reasons, I'm choosing the street smart option.
Stella, we need to get our story straight.
Duke had a hunting accident by himself. But people need to know about these things. Duke's family deserves closure. The town deserves to know what's out there. Hey, Spider-Man, welcome in. We're doing a visual novel. This is Scarlet Hollow. It is an eldritch horror dating sim visual novel type thing. Maybe the cops will help. Sorry, talking to the sun. It's going to be a lot harder for them to believe what really happened than to decide that the stranger from the big city came into town and shot someone. It'd be too easy for them to pin this on me. They're never going to believe that footage. I don't trust cops. Well, he doesn't trust cops. Necessarily, but I like this one better. It's going to be a lot harder for them to believe what really happened than to decide that a stranger from the big city came into town and shot someone. It'd be too easy for them to pin this on me. You're right. I barely caught anything. But if we get more footage, if we got a clearer shot of these things, maybe if we follow that blood trail. Yeah, the third sounds more like his reasoning. Hey, Spider-Man, I hope this is a it's going to be, a little spooky, but I hope the stream is relaxing for you, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's either going to be him commenting on that she froze or a lead the way. Because, like, this is... I think I'm going to say this one. Because Jett is fairly logical in these situations. Jett would leave the woods. He commented, Duke had a hunting accident in the woods alone by himself. Stella, you froze. If you go after those things and you pull that again, Okay, let's go. Yeah. As Stella and I quickly make our way back through the woods, the unearthly whispers of creatures unknown once again surround us. I say nothing, continuing forward with a grim determination. We're almost there. Stella and I reach the main road, and the whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like they've stopped following us. Are you sure we shouldn't call the cops? My goodness, Raina is always angry. Which one do you think I should do here? Wondering if we should, like, now that we're out of the woods, do we call the cops? Because the other options are, yes, I'm goddamn sure, or silently glare. Which one of those do you think? Okay, but which one of those? Probably the glare, right? Doesn't. All right. Going with the swearing. Yes, I'm goddamn sure. They're only going to make things worse. Okay, but we've got to take this to someone. My phone buzzes in my pocket. Now that I'm back on the main road, I must finally be getting reception again. 6 missed calls from Tabitha, and 13 text messages. I try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. I text Tabitha back and let her know that I'm okay. My message sits unread. Aww. Thanks, and no problem. Your stream is really amazing. Community is great. It's nice here, funny, and jokes around. You are so sweet, Spider-Man. My God. The silent glare being Jett Mog. Raven, you don't tell people these things. That right there, you don't. That's not true, Spider-Man. Don't listen to that. That being said, don't say too many nice things. Just, it's illegal.
Oh, Tabitha seems worried.
It is pretty late, isn't it? My friend's mom knows about all sorts of supernatural stuff. She's usually up at this hour. Maybe we should head over to her place. Don't worry, it's on the way back to the estate.
Let's do it.
Awesome. Let's go. I hope she's still awake.
Stella knocks on the door. Out of the corner of my eye, I spot a shadowy figure staring at me from across the road. I didn't hear it approach. I tap Stella's shoulder and suddenly direct her gaze to the shadows.
Jet Black. Jesus! Welcome home.
Before we can respond, the door behind us swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway.
Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight.
I look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadow of the night.
I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth. This is Jet Black. Is it okay if we come in? Of course, of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Oh. It's good to have a little cry. Even happy tears just means you're human and appreciate stuff. I do feel kind of bad for us yelling at Stella. Yeah, but she wanted to continue after freezing up. It's not easy for color. I just saw that. I'm glad you feel a part of the community, Spider-Man. That's very, very sweet. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Jet Black. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. And now poor Pearl Ann is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town.
Who was that outside?
Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him.
You knew my mom?
Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth.
How did you know that she died?
Damn it, Stream Beats. Oh, Pearl Ann was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of, bless her heart.
We need your help.
Yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? Go on. Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh, my lord. Have you contacted the police? No. It just didn't seem believable. That's why we came here first. Those things out there. I don't even know how to describe them. Here, I can show you. Just want to let you know that you're really good at what you do, and I'm really enjoying this. I like how you make the dialogue into a performance and don't just read it like a lot of other people who think they're hanging out with us and being a really nice, cool guy. How dare you? Man, my camera is just not working right now. It's crazy. Crazy how the camera just stops working sometimes. It's that darn glitch again. Well, yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know how to stop it. I don't think I can. Wonder if I hit it again. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I can just hit it again.
Stella pulled out her camera and turned the screen towards Sybil.
Where was this? Up the mountains to the northwest. Within the town limits? Yes. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. Oh, no need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You'd better come with, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother.
Kanika's door is covered with stickers, their edges frayed from recent but failed attempts to remove them. This is a childhood room someone was unhappy to return to.
Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. We are making him cry in a good way. Get appreciated, streamer guys. I do appreciate you guys. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I am having a lot of fun. I very much enjoy these games and I like voice acting, so I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. You and your enthusiasm for voice acting and performance, and we're supporting your endeavors because you're so talented. Get fucked. It's been a day, guys. So the kind words mean a lot. I do appreciate them. Kanika, come out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato? And, stranger? What are you doing in my house?
Hi, I'm Jett Black, host of the Hard Facts with Jett Black and CEO of JBTV News.
Tabitha's cousin. Oh, great. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friends have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out there. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. I'll probably be doing an episode a week, just so y'all are aware. I mean, we might do 2 episodes this time. I'm not sure. We're only 2 hours in. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead?
Silence washes over the room as the video plays.
Stella, what the hell is this? I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Jett Black and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? I'm fine, really. I'm okay.
I'm gonna remain silent. I remain silent.
Poor Duke. Poor Beau. Has anyone told him yet? Right now, we're just trying to pull ourselves together. I'll call him later tonight. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss.
More serious than a man's death?
Tremendously more serious than a man's death. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Jett Black with this talipo crap. Fuck. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. She always said they never hurt people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. But Duke is dead. Then if these are ditchlings, his death was an accident. Or my grandmother was wrong, and she was very rarely wrong. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. Everyone gets one of those days where it's tough and they keep it to themselves, never do that. If you guys, including you, streamer, are ever going through something and just want to talk about it, whisper to me and I'll listen. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm going to... It's just some stress at work is all. It was just... When he cries, we catch his tears in jars. Here's the exclusive Making It Work merch jar. That's fucking funny. It was just a stressful day at work is all. It hopefully should get better. They are some wild absols? What? The Pokemon? Isn't that a Pokemon? Ditchling is such a good name for Kiki. That's fucking funny. Jesus, Mom. Haven't they already been through enough? Do we really need the spooky window dressing? What if it's important window dressing? Oh, I know when I'm outnumbered.
I saw something squirming around in that chicken.
Oh, God. Do you think they're incubating in things? Gross. Honestly, that would be worse than them being supernatural. Oh, dear. I'd forgotten entirely about the tea I'd put on. Let me fix you up a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know. It's getting late, and I should let Jet Black get some rest. I ran him ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror.
I can stay up. This is important.
Okay, maybe it's just that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them? That's right. You go home now and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my homemade peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Jet Black. Yeah. Also feeling the urge to draw my newest character, but also like, that's a lot of work. It's excellent iced or warm. Though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you.
Sybil turns and closes the door behind her.
Alrighty, let's call it a night. Mind walking me home? Well, this is me. Are you good finding your way back?
Yep.
Cool. I'll see you around.
Yeah, we're in this together.
Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. Fun fact, you can stay at Stella's house if you're trying to romance her, but I'm not.
As far as I know, those creatures from the woods have infested these trails as well, but it's too late for me to turn around. I'll either make it back to the estate, or I won't. Almost home. My salvation is in sight. I make a mad dash to the door.
Oh, thank God you're back. Where the hell have you been?
I called you back as soon as I had reception.
Did you? I didn't notice.
Do you know anyone named Wayne? I feel a slight but palpable hesitation before Tabitha answers.
I employ over 100 people. I'm sure I know a Wayne.
You hesitated before answering me about Wayne.
It's late, Jet Black, and you never came home. I'm sorry that your random questions and accusations caught me off guard. Wait, you smell like nature and old dog. You must have met Stella then. That explains everything. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, good night. I'm alone in the estate. The sound of the wind whistling through the house gives me an uneasy feeling in my gut. It's probably best to turn in and try and leave the night behind me. I thoughtlessly stumble into my room, and before I even fully realize I'm there, I've already collapsed into the mattress, exhausted. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else. Though I can still clearly picture the terror I felt in those moments, for now, I'm safe and said, I'm warm.
Is this the be nice to cousin route? No, not necessarily. I mean, yes, kind of, but only because that's just how Jett is. Huh? 1 second, guys. All right, sorry about that. Oh, stretch. Thank you. Do not pass crayons. I did not go AFK. Stella was just giving me spoilers. Ugh.
Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if I'm lucky, I'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with my sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down, I can't help but worry that things will only get worse.
And now it's that cutscene that we saw previously. But now you get to see it with more context. The crayons is every time I go AFK, they draw on the walls. They draw on my walls. This for real feels like rural Appalachia, like deep holler Appalachia, doesn't it? Yeah, my chat is a bunch of troublemakers who like to draw on the walls when I go AFK. He might get nice drawings or his walls might be covered in dicks. True. It's really a toss-up. Might just draw dicks anyway. Do not ping. This is why I don't leave you in charge. This right here. Perfect example. Ooh, spooky mind. Spooky mind. And when Akira's here, Akira eats the crayons. True. He likes the Orpal ones. Probably lots of stick about. God damn it, Red. Not you two. Oh, big locked door. No, he's just special. That was Scarlet Hollow, Chapter 1. Now, that one was a solid about 2 hours, 2 hours, 15 minutes. And they only get longer as they go. We still have 30 minutes. Would y'all want to do a little bit of horse gambling? Or is there anything else you all would rather do? Because I don't really want to start the new chapter. Let me do a save. Let me save over my old Jet Black save. Yes. Okay. And then horsey game, haunts. What's horse gambling? You're about to find out. I've been here for horse gambling. Well, if you have channel points, you are about to wow, that just opens. There's no title screen or anything, it's just there. Come on. Come on. Hold on. Oh, not that. There it is. I couldn't remember which one it was on. It's not real money, Spider. So just a quick clarification, not real money. We are not gambling real money. What we are gambling is channel points. And the way we do that is we go to the racetrack. And so there's 5 options here, right? Let me pull up my little dashboard here. My little dashboard. Start prediction. Pick a haunts to gamble on. 5. So you're about to see at the top of the chat a prediction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are these horses right here. You can bet a certain amount of channel points on the outcome. Okay? So, prediction has started. Go ahead and select your preferred winner and who you think will be winning this. And depending on how many points you bet, will depend on how many points you win. How do you know how many points you have? It's underneath the chat box. It's how you redeem like nut and stuff, or like stretch. Okay, so we had a couple of bets. That was the first one. I am going to choose the last straw. I think he's gonna win. I'm gonna bet 200 on it. All right, come on, last straw. Oh, look at this. Look at this. You can't see gambling. I voted for the last straw. He seems pretty stocky. I think the last... Oh, wait. Oh. Man, Spurious Coral. I think all the other horses have fallen over. Let's fucking go, last straw. Easy money. Easy money. Oh my god. Try and Stop Me is immediately... I think he has a tail for a leg. Okay, so... that was number 4, right? So then what happened is I bring up the prediction here. I choose the outcome and I say number 4 won. Boom. Now, you will get more points if whatever vote you did was for, like, against what everyone else thought was going to win. Okay? So, we're going to do that one more time. Oh, no, not that. We're going to do that one more time. Pick a haunts to gamble on. Here we go. Prediction started. Get your points in. Get your points in. It's either Try and Stop Me, Beriberi, Updog, Rain Damage, and Baldy. Which one do you think is going to take home the gold? Their stats are underneath it. So this is your odds of winning. This is like, like if I were to bet on Beriberi, I would get less money than if I were to bet on Baldy, because they think that Beriberi has better odds of winning. So by this, they think that Updog has the highest chance to win because it's only a 3-1. I actually think it might be Rain Damage, so I'm going to choose Rain Damage to win. And I'm going to throw 200 on there. Alrighty. We're going to run it. And they mean jack shit. Alright, here we go. Alright, Rain Damage. Come on. Come on, Rain Damage. And they're off. Try and Stop Me is legging his way to the first. That really long first leg is getting him some traction. Updog and Rain Damage are going for the front place. Updog getting a little bit of a lead with some long strides. He's really taking off. He's getting the momentum. Those big hooves are really propelling him forward. Rain Damage getting caught in the grass without the friction to propel himself forward. And Updog is the #1 winner with Rain Damage slowly coming behind him. And Try and Stop Me actually easing up. Berry pulling onto the screen. Is Try and Stop Me actually going to take second place? Stop. Oh my goodness gracious. Try and Stop Me really living up to his name. Pulling ahead of Rain Damage, who just can't seem to get some traction. But no! Try and Stop Me is taking some massive steps backwards. He's a little too confused. He got out of his rhythm. He's got some ground to catch up while Rain Damage is just trying to inch his way along. He got a little bit of footing on that grass. Rain Damage is second place while Try and Stop Me falls on his back. How's the gambling problem going? Fuck, I keep forgetting. That was number 3, wasn't it? I think that was number 3, was it not? I'm pretty sure it was. Yes, it was. After this, the last time I'll forget to do it. Okay, so outside of that, what we can do is we can bring our own horses, right? So we can go to our house. We have a bunch of horses. Fudge Sickle's fine. Tall John and Wasabi are... So they're all sleeping. Okay, they all need sleep. All right, we're gonna sleep. My God. What is with all the names? Oh, my horses are hungry. Hold on, I gotta go get more hay. Give me that. Here's another hay bale. All right. So who was our like top dog? Uranus Crusader. Uranus Crusader was our champion. Look at that horse go. Look at that. Uranus Crusader, and they're almost too old to race. So we're gonna take Uranus Crusader out for one more race. Wait, what? No. There we go. You know what? We're doing in champions. Oh, he needs to oh, god damn it. He's gonna be too old. Okay, well. Alright. Jett. It's between Kiki. Try and Stop Me, who we saw do some pretty good stuff. Uranus Crusader, Yogurt, and Hot 10. Alright. So that's 5 haunces. We're gonna start the prediction. Get your points in. You'll get too soon. Are you talking about Goofus? Does he want me to go bankrupt again? Hey, dude, all you gotta do is choose the right haunts. You have to hope for Kiwi. I don't gamble. It seems it makes people angry. But think of the points you could win, Pinky. Think of the Goofus better be dead. I'm pretty sure we brought... Oh, thank you for this spaghetti. Are we in ads? Did ads just hit? I can't tell. But what if you could double that, Pinky? What if you could double that amount? All right. Ready? And they're off. So, immediately, Hot 10 falls onto their back. Uranus Crusader getting that steady traction that it's known for. Yogurt getting some pretty good steady traction as well. Try and Stop Me taking those big steps, but falling behind Yogurt, who is slowly gaining ground on Uranus Crusader. It is really between Yogurt and Uranus Crusader right now, as both of them are both conceding and gaining ground at steady paces. Uranus Crusader is keeping a steady win. Oh, no. No, Yogurt is taking a slight lead. Uranus Crusader, oh, they are neck and neck. It is really going to come down to the nose. Who can get more traction? Who can take a big enough step? And yes, Uranus Crusader is number 1. That is number 3. That is number 3, Chris. Look at how many people voted for Uranus Crusader. Good shit. Did you... Pink Fangs, you didn't believe in Uranus Crusader. That's your problem. Pink Fangs' message got held. Kiki, you loser ass bitch. Yogurt, you useless fuck. Okay, so that was Uranus Crusader's race. Uranus Crusader is now tired. So we're going to take Uranus Crusader back so Uranus Crusader can eat. I believe Tall John was our other champion, and he is almost, again, too old to race. So we're going to enter Tall John into this race. Okay. Next prediction starting up. Pick a haunts to gamble on. You okay? Hello. I'm back. Sorry about that. All right. Gamba's already happened, right? Alrighty. Yeah, y'all voted on my boy Tall John. All right. And they're off. Dune Buggy not even moving initially. Tall John getting a little bit of the lead, but Mortadelio, oh my goodness, this Mortadelio with its long legs getting so much more room than Tall John. Tall John is not even moving right now. Mortadelio is taking a ludicrous lead. My good God, he's already taken it. Already taken it that easy, that fast. Good God, Mortadelio. No one voted on Mortadelio. That is a 0-point outcome. Tall John is going to get second, it seems, as he's the only one who's actually still getting it. I do not remember Tall John having that bad traction. It is okay. It is okay, Stella. It happens. We gotta take Tall John back. Wait, can't we take him somewhere to be like, yeah, here. Over yonder acres. You hand over a horse to scratch it. Oh, that's what that is. You only take care of old horses. Oh, Tall John's not old enough yet. Okay. You think it's too hot to sketch? Fair. I didn't know I could pet my haunces. What a lovely feature. Yeah, your name is just Horse because you haven't won anything yet. Whoa! How old are you? Oh, you are going to the... You are getting entered. Thank you all for your sacrifices to Stella. All right. 5 haunces going on. Choose your haunts to Gamba. Yeah. Yep, Stella's got some spaghetti. All is taken care of. Tall John is glue material, 2BH for real. No, Tall John won a Tall John won a race. He's a champion. He was just off his game, okay? Chris game he is. Yeah, I'm gonna eat some spicy mango habanero nugs for dinner. And Stella can have the spaghetti that they worked hard on. All right, prediction is done. Let's see if Horse can earn a name. And they're off. Horse immediately getting some traction. Excalibur on their back. Cheetah on their back. Immediately, both of them. Eradicator finding it difficult to get some momentum, just kind of running in place. And Shenandoah really just the only one that's kind of staying on Horse's back. Wait, Eradicator is getting some momentum, but it does not matter as Horse is able to dig their feet into the ground. But they are struggling at this midway point, and Shenandoah is getting a little bit of traction. Horse keeps going back and forth, but gets a big leap forward. They are leaving Shenandoah in the dust. They found their rhythm. Horse has won a race. All right, let's take Horse home. All right, we need to name Horse now. I'm going to call you... I'm gonna call you... Oh, pay up. Fuck. Number 3. Wow, pretty much all of you voted on number 3, huh? The unexpected Mike Bozo. All right, we'll do a Mike Bozo Horse. This one, I think, was bred to be fucking thick as hell. Look at him go! Look at him go! Holy hell! All right, you're getting entered. We got to make as many champions as we can. All right. New Gamba starting now. The tail move is kind of sick. That horse, you're telling me that a baker made this horse? I think something's wrong with You've Got Mail. And As Seen on TV. Oh god, I think As Seen on TV is a genetically modified horse. Fuck is going on with number 1? I don't know. We're gonna have to see. All right. Let's get to it. And they're off. Immediately, horse deploys the tail strat, getting some big steps. As Seen on TV. Oh no! Horse has fallen on his face, and As Seen on TV just goes straight to the end. Oh, what a tragic upset. Oh my god, and someone did vote on number 5. 10 credits. Who is getting number 5? Who voted on number 5? Oh my god, P-Dude! P-Dude, you are getting 1,500 channel points! Oh, P-Dude. You want a P-test on number 5? It's not up to me. I don't run it. Oh, whoa. Okay, he's just running around. Okay, well, you did your best. All right. So Fudgesicle had a name. So therefore Fudgesicle must have won or was a child. Oh, Wasabi as well. Wait, I can take multiple horses, I just realized. So these guys have names. He's not getting a name because he didn't win. The rabbits need to get in the gene pool. I think they are. I think a couple of these horses were made from. So Galloping for Dollars, Baguette Magique, and Howard Tuft. I think Ginger Snap might have been a... Oh no, Ginger Snap's the child of Tall John and Uranus Crusader? Was Horse... Wasabi and Ginger Snap. Mike Bozo was a rabbit horse. All right. Ginger. Okay, so which one of these? Okay, so Ginger Snap is the child of Tall John and Uranus Crusader. Alrighty. Gamba going on once more. Akira just went, do those horses have dicks on their heads? And I think he was talking about the rabbits. Yeah, we were able to breed them once after we picked them up last time, Color. Thought the rabbits were horses with dicks on their heads. Yes, you did. All right. Is the Gamba done? Nope. Gamba's still going. Will you choose the winning horse? We have Pain in the Horse, Moonlight, Shimmer, Ginger Snap, Zinger, and Kurg Boy. Let's see who brings home the ending. Brings home the gold. It's going to be Ginger Snap. And they're off. Immediately, Pain in the Horse getting massive steps. Oh my goodness, Pain in the Horse is just going straight for the end. No competition. Holy shit, Pain in the Horse just absolutely fucking demolished it. Oh my god, that's another one voter. Was that P-Dude again? Oh my god, P-Dude again. P-Dude getting all of the points. Ginger Snap coming in behind it. We gotta go buy Pain in the Horse after this. They're at the Pink. Let's not forget that. All right. Wasabi. So Wasabi is already they have won before. They are the child of Bjorn and Experiment 10. So they are the child of a couple of champions. All right, we have number 6, which is confusing as hell. Here's the Gamba. We got number 6. We got Desert Island Beach Party. We have Wasabi. Mortadelio, who has won before and make it so. That horse's hooves were so fucking huge. That is probably one of the the longness of the legs and the bigness of the hooves. I think is one of the biggest deciders. This is rigged as fuck. Alrighty. Gamba's about to close. Okay. Gamba's closed. And they're off. Immediately make it so falls on its face. Oh wait, hold on. Music. Mortadelio taking some leads here. Desert Island Beach, probably Wasabi, number 6, all fighting for third. Wasabi does a massive step, gaining some ground on Mortadelio. Mortadelio is trying to do massive steps of his own. He is charging for the end. Can he finish it? And yes, he does. Wasabi gets there just a second afterwards. Mortadelio takes it. Number 4. Do not tell me that's P-Dude again. Do not tell me that the one person vote on that horse is P-Dude again. How the fuck? Don't worry, it's not. Who voted number 4? Because they are about to get 460 channel points. All right. Wasabi failed us there. Now it's time for Fudgesicle. Fudgesicle has never raced nor won, so it was me, Dio. All right. New Gamba. Coughed. Ooh, wait. Okay, before I do the Gamba, okay? Moonlight Shimmer, raced once, okay? Never won a championship. Number 6 is the child of Motion Blur and Burrow Bristlefoot, if you can remember who those are. Fudgesicle's our horse. It's the one we caught. Oh, no, that's the one we bred, I think. No, actually, it would say who their parents are. The Gods Must Be Crazy 2 also is never ran. And Cough Drop, child of Horse Racing Adjacent and Axel Tulip. So, those are your racers. Here is your prediction. Man, the music just fucking stops sometimes. Get my own music going. Gotta have music. I'm giving Fudgesicle a little pep before I put him in there. We probably did buy fudge from someone. Alrighty. And they're off. Immediately, Cough Drop takes a little bit of a lead with Moonlight Shimmer coming in behind them. The Gods Must Be Crazy 2 is trying to get some traction. Fudgesicle is also trying to get in there. Takes a big step with number 6. Fudgesicle is falling behind while Cough Drop takes a commanding lead among the rest of the racers. Cough Drop is almost at the finish line. Will they fish it? Yes. Cough Drop does take the lead with a lot of people having voted on Cough Drop. Ravenbrand, Red Phoenix. Oh man, Fudgesicle's not even second, but it does look like Fudgesicle is going to be third. Fudgesicle might have been someone we bought, but it was not fucking worth it. Fudgesicle more like Gluesicle. God damn, Cough Drop. My points. My points. Gambling's a dangerous world there, Pink Fangs. All right, let's slap thems in there. All right, we're gonna do a Sleepies. We're gonna do a... Oh wait, we wanted to buy that other horse, the pink one. Where was the pink farm? I can't remember. Is this the pink? No, that's like a reddish. Where was the pink farm? I want to buy that horse. Long ass leg horse. That's purple. God damn it. There's a ladybug in your room. Do you kill? No, you don't kill the ladybug. Just put it on some paper and let it outside. Ain't no reason to kill a ladybug. Befriend the ladybug, indeed. Okay, so there's the green farm. I'm gonna go everywhere except the pink one. Might be off to the side somewhere. Someone Google it. Google it and tell me where it is. I've already found it once before. It's just been so long I can't remember. I open the window, 5 more will come in. No, they won't. Ah, I found it. Okay, where's that long leg motherfucker? This one. 11 bottles of hot sauce? Where do I get bottles of hot sauce? What? The fuck? Nope, there goes the music. There's an interactive map website? That's hilarious. Hold on, where do I get hot sauce? Is that this is it at the bar? Latest sporting news. Oh! Oh! Bob's Farm retired, make it so. Fold, axe tulip from Cough Drop and horse racing adjacent. Okay, so we gotta watch out for Paradise Pastures. Okay, where do I get hot sauce from, though? Well, fuck. I'll take those beers. Eyebrow stream? Oh, god damn it. That happens sometimes. Why does my sound alerts keep... Hold on. Oh, I know why it keeps doing it. I see. My bad. I see why it keeps doing it. I kept accidentally tapping the sound alerts thing. That mutes it. I see now. Makes sense. Where do I get hot sauce? Does anyone know? Music stopped. Oh, nope. That is copyrighted music. Have a beer. I can just give people beer. More beer? Okay. Grocery store? Where's the grocery store? The place with the... You get them from someone by doing something else for them? God damn it. But I want that long-legged freak. It's got apples. Man, this game, I gotta give it to this game. Nut. I gotta give it to this game. It has a lot of hidden things that you wouldn't expect. Oh, right. That's the one that wanted, horses bred from the rabbits to where they have long ears. And before doing all the side stuff and haven't finished everything. Damn, Color Maniac was just... Wait, that one has long legs. Oh, fuck, I don't have my fucking... I don't have a lasso. I really shouldn't go out without a lasso, huh? We haven't been up here, I don't think. I need to get Cough Drop. Cough Drop was pretty sick. Cough Drop went fast. Maybe I'll go get Cough Drop. I want to explore the edge of the map real quick. I want to see what's out here. There's got to be something on one edge of the map, right? Get it to the Gorfs. That was where the Gorfs were. Oh, they're dead. Funny that the music just stops sometimes. I don't know why it does that. Let's edge the map. Don't say it like that. Have I just lost all sound now? I've just lost all sound now. Okay, tabbing out and tabbing back in, fix the sound. Oh, can I place? Hold on. I think I can play. I could probably place apples to make them easier to lasso. Lost his edge. Worth. Hold on, chat. Let me. That's not what I meant to do. So we have a little bit of music. Otherwise, it's silent gaming hours. Egwa. Egwa. It come with Egwa. It come with Egwa. What is this? I just want to see what's around the edge of the map. Dancing. Just to detail just a little bit since we've got a minute. Oh, there's a cave. Okay. I really appreciate everyone being here and being all like supportive of me and stuff today. Because among all the stress of getting a house and stuff, work had a really big spike of stress today. And it's not something that's easily taken care of. And it is such a relief to just be able to, like, I almost didn't stream because I was over here like I you know, my mental health was telling me like you need to just sit and be a vegetable for a little while and not be active on anything. But then I come on stream and you guys are all like really sweet and kind and funny, and it gives me the energy that I need to do this.
Dingle, dangle, dingle, dingle, jingle, jangle. It's okay. Look at the shiny.
As per Google, in Horsey Game, you can get hot sauce by selling horses to Lupita, the rancher located to the right of the glue factory. Alternatively, you can acquire hot sauce and bones by visiting the cave person character. Reaching the cave requires expanding your land using gates or shoveling away mountains. Jesus Christ, this game has so much. That is insane. That is insane that like all of that goes into just getting a horse. But you guys really do help. You help a lot. I hope I'm able to keep doing this as I am. I'm not going into anything too detailed. But I just hope that I'm going to be able to stay doing streaming as I am, and you guys are going to be able to enjoy it. I didn't really want to talk too much about it because I'm not here. This isn't like a vlog. This isn't here for me to just rant on. But I figured we're all friends. So I figured I'd give you some insight into why I might just be a little bit off. I've been trying not to be, mind you. I've been really trying not to be. What is this? Doing research. Okay. Ecosystem or like freakosystem. Okay. Is this a gun? I'm sorry, I can shoot bad horses? What the fuck? Well, that's exactly it, Red. Like, I didn't, like... Originally, I probably would have seen it as a task to do, and I would have been like, okay, I don't think I can stream today. But I know how you guys are, and you guys tell me that you enjoy just being here. And so I was like, I'm just going to try and take that at face value, and I'm just going to stream. And if I'm not feeling like it, sometime in stream, I'll just end stream, But you guys made it fun. And so I really appreciate that. Shoot Goofus. Didn't we do something with Goofus? I'm pretty sure we did something with Goofus. I'm pretty sure Goofus is already dead. I know you're all here, and I do appreciate that assurance. I try not to bring my real life into the streaming so much because, at the end of the day, I am still here to entertain, I did not tell you to start. I don't know why you did. Cough Drop was Yellow Farm, right? Cough Drop was the Yellow Roof Farm. But I know that you guys will listen to me if I want to talk about it. But I'm hoping that everything that's going on with it it'll sort itself out. And everything will be fine. Interesting. There's a Coliseum. I guess horses can battle. There's so much to this game. Kind of insane. This is the rabbit field. Yeah. Make it fun. We gamble our points away on horses that decide to flip their asses when they did good beforehand, looking at Goofus. I don't know if Goofus ever did well, or if Raven just tried to believe in Goofus. I'm gonna make the rabbits breed another rabbit, or another couple rabbits. So I have new rabbits. Okay. So one of these is too old to race now. I want to see what happens when you take... Yeah, Uranus Crusader. Alright, Uranus Crusader, you're going to the whole farm uptown. Why is the rabbit called horse? Because it's a horse. You better take good care of Uranus Crusader. I love you, Uranus Crusader. 07s. 07s for Uranus Crusader. Won many a race. So what does this do? I just got $200. Okay. Oh, I see what the gun's for. The gun's for selectively breeding the wild horses. So if you see horses with shitty genes like this one, I'm not gonna do that. I know there are some animal sensitive people in chat. I ain't doing that part. Yeah. So that'll be all for today. I really appreciate everyone being here. I hope you enjoyed Scarlet Hollow. I'm enjoying playing it as Jett again. It gets very, very, very interesting. I mean, the first chapter is already interesting, but it gets even more interesting. I will be back on... There's an achievement for doing that, guys. Popping. I might do it off stream, if I'm honest with you. It's just not on stream. But I hope you all enjoyed. I will be back on Friday for some Cult of the Lamb, playing some Cult of Truth Woolhaven. I'll keep you guys updated if any developments happen. Hopefully they won't, you know. Wish me luck in that regard. And if all goes well, and everything should go well, we will be back on... we will be moving into the house the week of the 27th. So hopefully that's what happens. Thank you all so much for being here. I'll be around in the Discord if you all need me. If you're not already part of the Discord, you can join it with this link right here. We chat a lot. We yap a lot. So if you want a little fun community to yap with, they're all amazingly talented artists and writers and just great people. So, you know, if you're a VOD watcher and you want to be part of the Discord, hop on that link. Otherwise, thank you all so much for being here. I will be back on Friday. I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Drink some water. Say something nice about yourself audibly. And I will see you on Friday. Bye.